Good evening. My name is Jill Filliator, 402 West Culbertson Street. I'm going to piggyback a little bit on what Renee had said. Um, Last meeting, I spoke directly to you in regards to the fact that you have totally repealed the Park and Recs board with nothing in its stead. And I waited. I waited to hear from somebody to give a statement of the concern because it's been going on for a while. I heard from nobody from council saying that we know that there's an issue. We plan to do something. We know we repealed. We know that the ordinances were in place and things were done under ordinance that shouldn't have happened. I heard nothing. I have been very firm on my belief that this should not have occurred, that there should have been a Park and Recs board, and things should have been done Park and Recs for the past probably 4 to 5 years. As a result, I did notify those beings that I was filing a formal complaint with the state auditor because I had some concerns about monies. Um, I then waited. My evidentiary will go forth now because nobody called me back from this council. Nobody here took the time to take to the concerned citizen who is trying, but I won't be discussing it anymore because I've done everything I can. I feel that the council has let the citizens of Fostoria down. But I won't discuss it anymore. I'm going to let the forensic auditor. I do know, I said, we're under fiscal emergency. And their response was, if they don't have the knowledge, the auditor, given the knowledge of the finances in that regard, they can't be held responsible for it. So I'm just sharing that I am very disappointed in the council in that regard. My last thing that I wish to talk about, however, is back in April of 2023, we had a fine for the water, the EPA, for violation of that federal um, decree in 2005. Many of you are new to council. I asked to speak about it, and in September, Jason, I think his name is Jason, the old safety service director, had a meeting with me. I do not know if all of you have gotten your copy of this from when it occurred, but Jason gave it to me, explained the whole thing, saying we were fined $261,000, which we got 99% reduction because we didn't have the attorney. But if it happens again, then they're not going to be as generous with this. So I have enough copies for you guys, for those who have yet to see it. It has something to do with the wetlands. It has something to do with the completion dates now have to be done by 2027. And if not, then there's more charges or things that can happen. But I don't think some of you new people here have ever even seen this to know, because it was such a glaze over when they announced it in council saying, we got a fine, but we only have to pay 2,600 of it. And it was just sort of pushed underneath. But I do have it. I have copies if you guys would like to see it. I will leave a pile here if the public wants to see it, because I was given it freely from the safety service director with no instructions on it. So I have it here if anybody's interested in seeing it. Okay, I'll leave it sit there. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Filliator.